Space. It's the beautifully terrifying, inky sky soup that games have been sending us to for years. And now we're headed back there with JETT the Far Shore, a space exploration game and one of the prettiest I've played all year. But does it take us to new heights, or is it, Houston, we have a problem? Developed by Super Brothers and Pine-Centered Software, JETT the Far Shore follows May, a mystic living in a village on a planet poisoned by corruption and pollution. Alongside a group of scouts, our silent protagonist is sent out among the stars to find her people a new home on the far shore and uncover the mysterious signal calling out to them called the Him Wave. I know, that's a lot to take in, right? JETT is a complex little package, rich with information and lore. For the first few hours, I couldn't help but feel like everyone else knew what was going on except me, the player. But credit where credit's due, the world building is exceptional, with its own language created by the devs. But before we're given the chance to feel completely overwhelmed by the gravity of the situation, we're given control of our JETT, the compact aircraft where May and her co-pilot Esau spend the majority of their time. When you're left to your own devices, cruising across these otherworldly landscapes feels amazing. As the camera pulls back to give you these big, look how pretty this is shots, you have to juggle maintaining speeds while not overheating your scramjets, as well as boosting or popping to get some air. Unfortunately, a lot of these rides are cut short when you're boxed into smaller areas to scan the environment for data. I get why. It's part of May's job as a scout to learn more about this strange new world. The problem is, though, the JETT handles quite poorly when it's not going in a straight line or with a lot of room to make turns, which means a lot of stopping and starting, and sometimes crashing. I don't know how prone May and Esau are to motion sickness, but that can't have been fun for them. Without your scramjets running, your JETT is more of a hovering high-tech paperweight, which makes time puzzle sections, or scrambling to find cover from the effects of damaging radiation, frustrating at best and painful at worst. Maybe I'm just a bad driver, but I felt less like a cool space explorer and more like I was bashing toy cars together in a sandpit. When you're not in the air, though, you take on the first-person perspective of May, interacting with the crew and taking in the scenic views. These sections also highlighted another issue I have with Far Shore, and that's the heaviness of the dialogue, both in quantity and in tone. The way they talk is quite beautiful and very poetic in its own way, but there's just so much talking that feels unnecessary and long-winded. Now, I love to have a chat, but I was nodding off in some of these one-sided conversations that could have been easily explained in a dot point. JETT the Far Shore brings the otherworldliness of alien planets to life in a beautiful way, and when it works, piloting your craft feels like a dream. But so much of this game is spent telling you what to feel, instead of being allowed to experience this world in your own way, shackled by controls that make simple tasks feel like chores. So I'm giving JETT the Far Shore 2.5 out of 5 rubber chickens.